Good evening, beautiful people. I was at a trans circle last night at United Metaphysical Church of the Palm Beaches, and there was a consistent theme that I was seeing with people asking their questions. And this kind of like goes with my last message of ask for a sign, but it's a little bit different. Because a lot of times when you're asking for a sign, you're asking a sign from your loved ones that are now in spirit. You have your own spiritual posse. You have your own gangsters of love, what I like to call them. And they're your spiritual people on the other side that help you. They're called spirit guides. And they're all different types. They have all different roles and all that jazz. And, you know, I'm going to make another video about that specifically. But you necessarily don't have to know who they are. You don't necessarily have to know their responsibilities. The biggest thing is that you know that they're there and they're waiting for you to say, please help me. Please let me know what to do. Give me a sign. So like for instance, my gatekeeper, her name is Elizabeth. And so her job is to allow only certain spirits to come and talk to me when needed. And so she's kind of like my spiritual bodyguard. I like to call her that. And you work with one and you build a connection. And one of the quickest ways or the easiest ways, or I wouldn't really say it's quick or easy, but one of the ways you can actually learn to connect with your guides is to meditate. Meditation, you know, everyone thinks I can't do it, I don't have time, I can't focus this crazy monkey of mine. You can find an app on your phone, you can go to YouTube, it can be a guided meditation. A lot of times I clear my mind when I'm driving. It's kind of scary how I get home and I'm like, how did I get here? I don't remember. But thank God I have my spiritual posse looking over me. But in all honesty, meditation is one of like the easiest ways. And then you can ask them like, you know, what does your energy feel like? I know Elizabeth, when, you know, she's communicating with me, she comes on my left side. She's always right here. And so I know that's her and I can sense her spunky, feisty, loving energy. Another thing that spirit guides like to do, I call them the goosies, the goosebumps. So when somebody is talking and they don't have to be talking, they can be thinking something. And all of a sudden someone gets like goosebumps on their arms or the entire body. That's spirit giving you a confirmation that's saying whatever that came out of that person's mouth or their thoughts, truth. That is truth, whatever it may be. And so that's another way that, you know, your guides work with you. They do the same thing where they put things in your feelings. They can, you know, have a song that plays. They can talk to somebody else. You know, there's multiple ways that your guides work with you. And the biggest thing is they're there to help and they want to help. And I'll be going more into that. It's just, I just thought it was very interesting of how many people are just like, well, how do I connect? Or how do I know it's you? And the bottom line is like you have to make that time. You have to build that connection. And like, you know, one of the reasons why I'm called building a bridge is because like you're building a bridge between you and your spirit. You're building a bridge between you and your guides. And you know, eventually I'm going to be stepping in more into like, what are these kids experiencing? A lot of these babies like have all these special gifts and they don't really know how to process it. Like think of you as an adult. You know, you've always been able to like feel, or maybe you've known like when people are talking, you know what they're going to say before they say it. That's called telepathic. Not everybody has that. That's a gift. It's just you're so used to it. That's just who you are now. But these kids, they're coming in very high vibrational and they're kind of confused. And a lot of times their parents don't understand and they shut them down. It's not the parents' fault. It's just, you know, ignorance is bliss, I guess. I don't know. I guess that's all I wanted to say tonight. So, you know, talk to your people, talk to your spiritual posse, your gangsters of love, and start working with one. I know, like with my Gianna, she named hers Crystal. So you don't have to necessarily know their name. You can just name them. I know when I was learning who my chemist is, I asked him to like give me a sign, and in my mind I saw a picture of Charlie Brown, and so I just called him Charlie. And then when I took a class with Reverend Justin, he's like, your chemist is Dr. Charlie. And I'm like, makes sense why he showed me Charlie Brown. So there's little tiny things that Spirit works with you, and the more you build that connection, the easier it becomes, and it just opens so many possibilities to you. If you ever have any questions, please email me at buildingabridge143@gmail.com. I'm on Instagram. I am not on Twitter. Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube at Building Bridge LLC 143. Like I said, if you have any questions, I'm here. I'm on a mission. Out. Ciao.